Yeah, my name's Bryce Cavanagh and I'm the Head of Fitness here at Munster. I started off in rugby. Was at the Waratahs for about 5 years as an assistant. Was trying to sort of break out of just being an assistant. Opportunity came up, funnily enough, with the West Indies cricket team in the Caribbean. And threw my hat in the ring, interview to interview, and ended up spending 2 years over there. So after 2 years there, come back to Sydney and went back to AFL. So in Sydney, there's a team called Sydney Swans, plays the Aussie rules. Was there for 6 years. On the side, looked after a professional netball team, which sort of plays in a Super 15 competition. And then to Munster. So that's sort of a 12-year journey back and forward to the other side of the earth a couple of times. And I've done the full circle from rugby to rugby. Always knew it was going to happen. Anything new that I came across, there was always a thought process of how would that apply to rugby. When I first started, we broke them, the physios fixed them. That was sort of the mentality. There's the two aspects to our job. There's the performance side, trying to maximise performance. And then there's the other side, which is injury reduction. And funnily enough, the team that keeps his best performers on the field performs the best. So the injury production side of things always got to be the underlying aspect to the program. It's probably always got to be the first thing you address. Last year we had a big focus on that side of things, on trying to get that right or evolve that is probably the best way to describe it. So, and this year, after we have got that up to a certain level, we're able to start shifting more of our attention. Not that we were neglecting it, but the weight of our attention was on that injury prevention sort of stuff last year. We had some guys that were towards the end of their careers and picked up things, and then we had some big sort of career-ending injuries that, you know, it's no shine from those, but that's something that we want to avoid happening with that next generation, or less, you know, that happening less. So we've had a big focus on that. You know, this job's a passion. This job, I do it because I love doing it, and I enjoy what I do. I do really enjoy it. So, and I enjoy going home and finding something new. You know, reading a new journal paper to find out the latest scientific research and being able to apply it. Learning about how someone else is a new strength method or a conditioning tool or a different test or whatever. It sounds sick, but you enjoy finding out all those little things that then you can come and bring and apply. So that probably takes up a bit of time, but I don't view it as being work, you know. If you asked any Australian, you know, what are the European provincial teams, you know, they'd probably only be able to rattle off 5 or 6, and Munster would be one of the 5 or 6 for everyone, I reckon, you know. The Munster, the Leinster, the Toulouse sort of thing, the Leicesters, the Wasps, those sort of teams were the ones that people would recognise. And just to put it in perspective, like my father, when I told him there was an opportunity to come to Munster, he's a rugby league guy through and through, but he already knew who Munster was. Oh yeah, and he knew the reputation of being hard, disciplined, relentless type sort of individuals. So the other side of the earth knows the culture of this joint, and every bit, like I can go back now down the track one day and I'll be able to say that everything that we hear is exactly true. They're pretty impressive over here in regards to the banter. I think the worst has happened to me, mate. You got to sing the song on the bus. Everyone's got to, all the newbies have got to get up and sing the song. I can't sing. I cannot sing for the life of me. So I think I rattled out about a line or two, a twinkle, twinkle, little star, and that was the end of me. So they haven't asked me back since. I'm appreciative of that.